All right, so today we're going to analyze a store. This store has made $46,000 just selling digital products. It's wall art, and they're selling just the digital download. You can copy these exact same steps and you're going to start making sales. So let's take a look at this store. This store has made $46,000 in estimated total revenue, and they have 326 listings, and they've only been up since February 2024. A lot of people say you have to have a big store on Etsy to start getting sales, but that's not true. You can start as a complete beginner and see results like this. So let's take a look at one of their listings. So this is one of them. It's an après ski, looks like a magazine cover, and it's just a wall art. They're selling for $5, almost $5. They're on for a sale now, 25% off. This is what it looks like. So very cool design. And look, it's just a digital download. The product, like after the customer buys, they get 5 PNG files. Look at the reviews. On their store, they have 210 reviews. Everyone's super happy, easy to download, perfectly smooth transaction, beautiful results, great quality, love the print. So people are buying this. They download the files and then they print it out to put and hang up at their house. So we're going to take a look at exactly how to make something like this. You don't need to be an artist. You don't need to draw this yourself. You can literally just use AI. So we're going to do this right now. What's something similar to après ski? Little typo here. To après ski for a wall art piece. Let's just see the answers. Okay, so vintage poster style ideas. So retro travel ads. That's cool. So let's actually run with this idea. Let's just copy and paste the exact same thing. Give me 10 ideas for, and then just copy and paste this idea. It gave me 10 ideas. Retro mountain resort poster ideas, ski and a ski lift and cable car poster ideas. So let's read some of them. Escape to the Alps. And look, it's even telling you like exactly what it looks like. So you don't have to be creative or anything. You're just taking an idea, giving it to ChatGPT and tell it to make something better. So let's actually take this one. I like this one. Escape to the Alps. So now we're going to click a button here, click create image. We're going to tell ChatGPT create an image of, and then just copy and paste. Now let's just see what it gives us. So let's just let it load for a bit. So ChatGPT 5 is very powerful. It's very good. You can get away with using the free version, but there is a limited amount of times that you can create images. So just get the ChatGPT Plus subscription. It's $20 a month, and it's totally worth it when you're starting a business like this. So let's see what it gives us. And by the way, while this is generating, let's go and check how much money they've made just from this specific design. You can click Analyze Listing here. I'm using Everbee. I'm going to leave a link in the description. You can use this. It's a super good tool. You can analyze your competition. You can see how much they're making. You can also see the keywords that they're using. So let's put all-time revenue here. So from just this one design, this store's made almost 2.4K just selling this. So there is demand for this, and it's just a digital download, super easy to make. So let's see what we made here. Escape to the Alps. You can even tweak it if you don't like this. You want to make it better. Make it more vintage, and let's see what it gives us. So I'm gonna take some inspiration here, and I want it to have this car in it. This car is very GT3 RS, a Porsche GT3 RS. This car is very in demand. People love this car. So Porsche GT3 RS, beautiful car. And I want ChatGPT to make me a design using this. So what I can actually do, I can copy this exact image, just screenshot it, just like this. So we upload this to ChatGPT. Add this car in the poster. So we've just told ChatGPT, we've given him the image of this Porsche GT3 RS, and we're telling it to add this car in the poster. Something to look kind of like this. There's tons of stores that do the exact same thing. And if we look at the different listings that this guy has on his store, and look, this guy's from California, 1.5 years on Etsy, 6,500 sales, 6.7 thousand sales, 4.9 star reviews, 210 reviews. And he was able to make $46,000 in just a year and a half on Etsy. And if you actually look here, this guy has a bunch of these après ski designs, right? Really cool design, cool vintage posters. Uh, this one's really cool also. So it's a bunch of different posters, bunch of different designs that he's just selling digitally. And people are buying this. If we can actually check his reviews, we can see what is the bestseller. So look, a lot of people are buying this. The après ski here. This is a Matchbox print. So he's selling a bunch of different things here. I don't see anything that stands out. What you can do also with Everbee, which is super cool, you can click Analyze Shop and go to Listings, where you can see the growth rate. So let's see, this one is blowing up right now, 1,000%. You can also see which one has brought in the most revenue. So this is the most revenue right here. Coastal print set of 6 pastel pink coastal wall art. Let's check that out. So this one, since he's selling a set of 6, he's pricing it a bit higher. So this one's $10. And let's check the revenue on this. It said 1360, but I think it's a bit more. Oh, so this is monthly revenue, right? So if we click all time, so this has been up for only 2 months. So 2.3K for this listing as well. But imagine every single design you make makes you $2,000. And it takes you a couple minutes to make. Look at this. So Escape to the Alps looks vintage, has this nice Porsche GT3 RS. So what you could do is just download this and go and upscale the image. So we can download it, search up a AI image upscaler. Let's take this one. There's a bunch of different ones. You can use this one if you want. I use this one because it's super simple. Choose your image, just drag and drop it. I have it here in the downloads. So what this does is it's going to upscale your image so the quality is super good when it's actually printed out. Because if you take it straight from ChatGPT, the quality is not going to be good when you print it out. So here we can actually increase the ratio by 200% or 400%. I'll do the 400%. Click upload and start. And it's just going to upscale the image. It's going to make it a lot bigger and higher quality. And it's actually using AI to do this. So this is the actual file that you're going to give to the customers. But what about the images that you have here? The listing images. You don't have this print. You don't have a wall like this with all these different frames, but you don't need to. You can go on ChatGPT and ask it to make a mock-up of this. So make a mock-up of this poster in a sunny room. Yeah, that's it. Just make a mock-up of this poster. Oh, I wrote paster. Let's actually go and edit this. Poster. Let's click the cancel button. Okay. So edit this. And you can get creative with the mockups as well. You can tell it to make a mockup of this poster in a gold framed canvas inside a sunny room. You can also take inspiration from the competition. So, for example, this one has a lamp next to it, a couple plants. You can ask it whatever you want. Make the room vintage like an après ski resort. Let's see. So just like that, you're going to be able to make a listing image for your poster that we made on ChatGPT. You can have multiple different ones. We'll actually make another one like this, where it's all laid out on the floor or on a carpet. It's super easy to make. So let's just let this load for a little. And by the way, I look like an absolute Wolverine right now. I haven't had a haircut in probably 2 to 3 weeks. I've just been home so much, just working a lot. So look at this. It's made the design that we made, the poster inside of a vintage après ski room, right? So this mock-up, you can use this and post it on your Etsy listing to look something like this. So you can make a bunch of these listing images just using ChatGPT, and it's super easy. I made this in 30 seconds, right? You can make different ones like this. And let's actually make another one. Let's go back to ChatGPT. Now make a mock-up of the poster laying on the floor in a sunny room. I always say sunny room because it just makes the image more appealing, looks more like cinematic. And by the way, this AI image upscaler just made our image. It says finished right here. Just click download, and that's the file you're going to give to the customers. So let's see here. So I said, now make a mock-up of the poster laying on the floor in a sunny room. So you can just see how the sunny room makes it look more cinematic and appealing to the eyes. So right there, escape to the Alps. We have now another mock-up that we can use and post on our listing on Etsy. All right. So make a couple of these. I always recommend at least five. Five is like the bare minimum. You want to have a bunch of different images just showing off the product that you made, right? This guy's mock-ups in a bunch of different rooms, just like this. So that's what you want, right? So make a couple more of these. Look at this. We have this, we have that. It just looks super cool, right? So escape to the Alps, and then there's a Porsche GT3 RS. So now what you want to do to actually sell this is you want to make an Etsy store and upload the files, right? But you don't want the people to actually download the file from Etsy because the file is going to be too big for Etsy. So what you want to do is have this image that you upscaled. It's a big file now. So you want to upload it to a Google Drive. Once you upload it to a Google Drive, so once you upload it to Google Drive, you want to take the link from Google Drive, click share, take that link and just put it in a simple PDF file with a thank you note, like thank you for your purchase, thank you for supporting our small business. Here is your download. They're going to click the Google Drive button, the Google Drive link, and then they're going to be able to download the actual big file that they can print out and hang up uh, in their house or wherever they want. So that's how you make a listing like this. Super, super easy. You can make a bunch of these every single day. I recommend at least 10 per week. That's like the bare minimum if you want to grow. So this guy's made 326 listings, or I don't remember. Let's actually check it out. This guy's brand new. He wasn't born with this Etsy store, right? He started this Etsy store in February 2024, and he was able to make 326 listings. Okay. So that's like a bit less than once per day for over a year and a half, and he's made $46,000 in sales. And you guys can do the same thing. And the secret to actually getting a lot of sales is to make sure that the keywords that you have in your title are actually getting a lot of visits and there's low competition. Because if you post something and there's hundreds of listings, even millions of listings, and that competes with your listing, you're not going to get a lot of sales. So you want to make sure that your listing has low competition keywords. So click analyze using Everbee and check for example here, okay? So what you want is to look at the competition and the volume of the tags, right? So the competition, you want it less than 10,000. It's going to be green when it's less than 10,000. And that's what you're looking for, okay? Actually, this one is not green here, but what you want is for it to be less than 10,000, and you want some volume. You don't want the volume to be zero, because if no one's looking for that specific tag, then no one's going to see your listing, no one's going to buy it, okay? So you don't want to have tags like this that's 100,000 competing listings that's going to compete with your listing. You don't want this either. You want stuff like this: 4,000, 15,000 is okay, it's not the best. 5,000 is good. Ski Lodge print. So if you look this up on Etsy, Ski Lodge print, there's not going to be a lot of listings, but some people are looking for this and they want to buy it. So that's the type of keyword that you want to have on your listing. You can also make one of these just using ChatGPT. And by the way, all these listings, when you sell wall art, you want to have different sizes. So that's why here he has 5 PNGs. It's for 5 different sizes. All these different sizes, you're going to be able to make them with ChatGPT or other tools like Canva. I made this digital product on ChatGPT. It took me less than 15 minutes. Super easy to make, and you can start selling this and make $2,000 to $3,000 per listing, just like this guy. There's even listings that make way more with stores that have like hundreds of thousands in sales or even millions. All right, so that's pretty much it. That's how you make a listing on ChatGPT and sell it on Etsy. It's super simple, guys, and people are making hundreds of thousands of dollars just selling this. So let me know if you have any ideas. Let me know what you came up with in the comments. And also if you got any sales doing these exact same steps. All right, I'll see you in the next video.